Bill, people who shoot with air rifles can be quite useful to gamekeepers from time to time, can't they?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
For example, the collared doves around the farmyards.
Collared doves are one of the major problems on farms because of the amount of grain they can eat, plus soiling the grain, which farmers are now strictly controlled by the EEC to keep it clean. And if you have 500 to 1,000 collared doves on a farm, you can imagine the mess it can make.
Mm. And of course they eat into the profits as well.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, the farmers keep telling me that.
And that's why it's handy for a guy with an air gun to come round and sort them out quietly.
You can do that because you've got to take into consideration all the other livestock around the farmyard, whereas shotguns is definitely out.
Yes. And the same applies to your feed rides when you're feeding the pheasants, when you get squirrels and wood pigeons get onto it.
Exactly. Again, squirrels can eat an awful lot of grain, plus chewing up the plastic barrels and feed hoppers we've got. So, very useful.
Mm. And of course in the spring, when you've got the young rooks out on the branches during the nesting season, there you can shoot them without disturbing the rest of the countryside, can't you?
Oh yes, and plus the fact that the gamekeepers are so tied up with the rearing season, and I know full well that a lot of gamekeepers would enjoy a bit of rook shooting themselves, but they just haven't got the time.
Mm. And of course, you're not particularly impressed when a fresh-faced young enthusiast comes and knocks on your door and asks if he can shoot all over your estate, are you?
Well, I've had that a few times, and the only thing I can suggest is that any beginner that wants to get into air gunning on a private shoot is to offer his services to doing a bit of beating for one season, so that the gamekeeper can eye him up and think, well, he's okay.
Because when he does get permission, he's got, what, how many acres is this estate, for example?
Well, this estate runs to 7,000 acres, and I'm sure we've got a little corner for him somewhere.
Yes, one or two.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of stalking on the hill and for the rabbits and...
Well, you've got all that downland up there, and, rabbits, that's another major problem we've got on the estate.
And of course he can settle under a beech tree and stop the squirrels from stripping the bark off.
Again, that happens in June, and now we're into a big replanting programme. Squirrels have got to be kept very much down.
OK, thank you very much.